everybody. My name is Rosa Moctezuma, and I am today here trying to interview David Brown, who is a student mentor and also a retired veteran here at the Veteran Center here on campus. And first of all, I want to thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And can you tell us a little bit of what you do here? And
Okay, so I'm the student mentor.
okay.
I'm a fellow combat veteran as well. My mentoring pretty much consists of sitting down with other students and talk about their goals. We talk about things they want to do as far as education, things they want, goals to like job-wise. A lot of times I do, a lot of times I do is the contracts, military contracts. Each individual that comes in here has a military contract. I mean, it's called a GI Bill. So there's so many different GI Bills, so many different rules and regulations. Each student has to follow within the guidelines of their specific GI Bill. So I make sure that they're taking the right classes, make sure that they are following the guidelines so that the benefit continues. Because without that, they could lose their benefits.
I see. One more thing. What are the benefits that you as a student mentor have? And in this case, how does the Veteran Center reaches out to the community outside its walls?
That's a good question. So, me as a student here, the benefits, I get a multiple benefits, especially being a mentor. So like I am a student, like we all are first, so I'm a student. And I have my own contract through the military. It's called the Voc Rehab program. But on the other side, mentor part, where my experience of being a veteran, a combat veteran, even a father or brother, all these things that I have, I'm able to reach the community a little differently. We use the VFW, the American Legion, Military Purple Heart, the VA, Homeless Veteran Center, to go out and to help us advocate, for the Veteran Center, to know that we're here. We're always here, not just for students. I mean, we've had people come in, because sometimes they think it's a recruit station. They see the flags, they see it, and they think it's a recruit station. But when they come in, it's kind of nice because not always students, so sometimes we encounter like different issues that you wouldn't normally encounter, but because we're a resource center, so as you can see behind us, we have all the pamphlets, things that we can direct them to the person they need to see to get the help they need.
Okay. What would make somebody be a part of your center?
So what we do is we send out mass emails to everyone that we, as a veteran. The rule here is we are not allowed to let anyone know that they're a veteran. They have to do it on their own terms, so we can't even inform the instructors. So that's why we email them privately and say, we're having a meeting. This year we just had a meet and greet, so we try to get the new ones to come in and to see what we have here so that we can show them what we all have, because we have different rooms, different things that we have going on here. We also try to target the new student orientation. We try to rotate them through and then explain to them what the benefit is of being in here, and let them know that there's someone here if they need to talk or they need help with their benefits.
How do you guys stay afloat? Like who supports you economically?
Okay, so we have two. Well, so I'll break it down like this. So like we have two things going on here. So we have the vet club and the vet center. They're two totally different things, two totally different pots, they come from. So we have the board members. The board members' job is to try to coordinate events to let them know that the Veteran Center is here. The Veteran Center here is to support those that need, they just need to get away, they just need someone to talk to, or like us being in the military, we have that camaraderie that we all miss when we get out. That's what the Veteran Center is for. I mean, you come in here and everyone's laughing and joking because this is a comfort zone. So like, but when you go outside there, it's more of a serious role. But when we come in here, we're able to crack jokes in a military manner that everyone can relate to and get that thing again.
So how many members do you have here so far?
Well, I know we have over 350 veterans in the school.
Oh, wow.
But as far as members or people that come in here, I'd say about 100,
Okay.
a good 100 or more, close to 100, 120, I'd say the max, come in and use the facility. People come in sometimes to watch TV, some people come in, use the back room for quiet time, some people come in, we call it the round table, because everybody sits around and just crack jokes. And the great thing about the round table is, it's one of those things like back in the day when they talk about the knights, King Arthur with the round table. That's kind of like, so everyone's equals here. Nobody has rank, no one has that, so we all just sit around the table and just crack jokes.
Okay, I see. Well, one more thing. It hasn't been a while that you were awarded. You received an award.
Yep.
Can you please tell us what was that about and how do you feel?
So the award was pretty much based on the last couple of years I've been here. Part of it, I don't like recognition. I don't like people know. I don't need someone to tell me I did a good job. When I see the connection, or I see someone gets a new job, or I see someone graduate, or if I see someone, or I help them get through a rough time, that's all I care about. I don't like a lot of recognition, so partially I got it for everything I did, and social media blow up of my picture end up everywhere was just
Yes.
a little get me back, because mainly what I do here, and believe it or not, everyone thinks I joke about it, but I mainly sit here and get people riled up all day long, because what I do is crack jokes, talk smack, whatever you want to look at it, whatever you want to word it. My job is when they come in that door and they're upset, is to change that.
Okay.
So someone comes up here upset, we have people come in crying, we have people very, angry. My job is to turn that around. My job is to turn that 180 degrees, to get them to feel relaxed, to get them to feel happy, to get them, because nobody wants to be sad, nobody wants to be angry, really.
Right.
We never do. But unfortunately, life is a roller coaster, and things hit us out of the blue, and every time we think we have our life figured out, something rocks the boat. And so my job pretty much in a nutshell is, I tell people, if we're on a boat and there's a bunch of holes, I'm just trying to plug it as many as I can to keep the boat afloat,
Right.
So
I would suspect that you get a lot of men in here. What would you say, how many women come here and visit?
women, I would say we have about 12
12
out of
women.
the 100, but I think that's also based on the numbers, the percentage of how many more men veterans we have coming than female veterans. Like I said, for me, working with veterans is easy. Like we discussed before, like my qualifications, I've been in the Army a long time, been through combat, been wounded, been through numerous events, been divorced, been through the roller coaster, I guess we like call it, to the military. I've been through it, most of it, so I can pretty much relate to majority of our group here, except like I said, the female veterans are hard because I'm not a female. I've never had to be a woman in a workplace, or or
Right.
in the military wear uniform. So I can't. It's tough. That's why Sue is here to help those. And like I said, we have off-site areas that are running. So we got Waukesha, the main campus for the VA center is down in Milwaukee. But from here to there, it's a long distance. So we do have outside sources that come here, and we do have a male and female representative, because sometimes if someone was sexually assaulted in the military, especially a man my size, can be intimidating and can, so I'm very
Right.
cautious and very aware of that. That's why I'm overly happy sometimes, like jokingly and whatever, because when someone comes in here and they are experiencing that, I don't ever want them to feel like I can't come in here, I feel intimidated.
Right.
So that's why usually I sit over there, I sit in the chair, I'm never really standing, I'm well aware of my surroundings, always facing the door, because I want to make sure everybody that comes in here I can encounter and I guess talk to them in a way where they feel comfortable.
Okay. If anybody's interested in becoming a volunteer or helping in any way, can you please tell us where are you guys located here on campus, and what are your hours?
Yeah, so we're C16 in Building C. C16, room 16. Sorry, when I say 16, some people don't understand what I'm saying. But hours are 8:30 to 6. Over the summer, that changes, obviously. We're until like 4:30 over the summer because we don't have a lot of students here like we do now. We try to stay open as late as we can. So we try to help those that come to night school. Unfortunately, we have WCTC has rules that you have to be gone by a certain time, so we're unable to stay open until 10 or
right.
something, to help those other students that come for night school. But usually people that come for night school, they don't hang around. They just come here and they go home. Here, mainly during the day, during those hours. So like I have a class in the morning and a class in the afternoon. Where do I go?
Right.
So this gives an opportunity to relax in between the two classes. Or another thing that's really great about this is that us being military, we fit in a different category. A lot of times we don't feel accepted to the outside world, so that's why we come in here. And also, when it comes to instructors, some relate different. I mean, even though we have instructors here, they all have their own personal views, which we all respect, but that's why we try to pair up our group with certain instructors.
Right.
Because their teaching methods. So in the military, the teaching methods are different. So
Okay.
like us, we're a little more hands-on. So like I've had different instructors. Some are more hands-on than others. So I will tell them to go to those instructors because they believe more lecture is better, or they believe more hands-on better. We function better with hands-on. We relate better to the material that way. So we try to guide them to those specific instructors because that's what helps us.
I see. All right. Well, I want to thank you very much for the great information that you gave us today, and I hope that after this information gets exposed, people may come here and know the benefits that they can get and some resources that
Yes.
you guys provide. Thank you very much for your service
Yeah.
too. And well, this is it, guys. He's David Brown. If you guys want to come and visit and take a look around at the Veteran Center, he's here. Thank
I'm
you.
always here.